Hey, good morning. Thank you for joining me again. Let's get into it, shall we? Hydrating the soul, peace and love. All right. First of all, disclaimer, ain't here to raise your kids. Okay. Just sharing knowledge. All right. And once again, this is another parents, caregivers episode. All right. You can tune out or you can stay tuned. It's entirely up to you. But this is for parents, those that work with teenagers, those that love teenagers, those that care for teenagers, those that are related to teenagers, those that are friends of teenagers. You get the idea. 10 social issues and problems that trouble today's teens. Social media. No matter what precautions you take, teens are likely to be exposed to unsavory people, unhealthy images, and sexual content online. What are you doing about it? Peer pressure. We know peer pressure has affected generation after generation after generation. All right, peer pressure ain't gonna stop, but social media, as y'all know, brings it to a whole new level. Sexting, etc., all that. How are you telling your teenagers that there's lifelong consequences to those actions? On-screen violence. Listen, I play video games. You know what I'm saying? Probably not to the degree that video games had, the level that video games has risen to is unbelievable. Wouldn't you agree? Other studies have shown the top factor in determining the way kids relate to media and video games is how their parents think and act. Imagine that. Leading by example, all right? You need to get some more, and I put this down in my notes, get some more Disney and Pixar in your life, okay? Less Quentin Tarantino and violence, more Disney and Pixar. Depression. 20% of American teenagers may experience depression before reaching adulthood. They're also experiencing new conditions like fear of missing out or FOMO. Man, all these acronyms and letters and shit. I hear what you're saying, Dion. If you haven't checked out Dion Cole's new special, check it out. Funny brother. Which further leads to feelings of loneliness and isolation. Estimated 5 million adolescents in the U.S. have had at least one major depressive episode. What are you doing to take care of your kids' depression? All right, so you got on-screen violence, you got depression, you got social media, you got peer pressure, all this going on, which leads to, oh my God, bullying. Nearly 1 in 4 teens, nearly 1 in 4 teens between the ages of 12 and 18 report being bullied each year. Cyberbullying has replaced in-person bullying as the most common type of harassment that teens experience. Yeah, they ain't just using TikTok to dance now, are they? Huh, yeah. Sexual activity. 30% of high school students reported having had sex, and 21% said they were currently sexually active. That represents a decline over the past decade. That's kind of cool, right? But if you're a parent, you're probably worried sick. Is my 15, 16-year-old daughter out there getting busy? Especially with the unsavory characters. My son out there getting lured into some shenanigans and some shadiness online. The decline in sexual activity doesn't necessarily mean teens nowadays are using contraceptives. Just over half of sexually active teens reported using a condom in their last sexual encounter. This may explain why more than half of the 26 million new sexually transmitted infections in the U.S. are among young people between the ages of 15 and 24. Young people are out there getting busy, and then they got to go see the doctor. Drug use. Should I just go on down? Because drug use, I put drug use and alcohol use. They try to separate them, but alcohol is a drug too, as far as I'm concerned. Illicit fentanyl is largely responsible for a lot of the overdoses that occur. We know that. But did you also know that overdoses are on the decline? Okay? More risky for, as we know, more risky for kids that do decide to partake. And impulse control low, brain continuing to develop. Alcohol use. There's something, more kids are choosing something called flavored alcohol called Alco Pops. Have y'all heard of this shit? Alco Pops. ALCOPOPS, fool. Alco Pops. More kids are choosing flavored alcohol and alcohol with caffeine in it. So they're getting their little caffeine buzz along with their, their Red Bull and vodka or whatever you drink with Red Bull. They're getting that on. Perfect segue into obesity. About 22% of 12 to 19-year-olds in the U.S. are obese. Hispanic and Black children are more likely to be overweight or obese than white or Asian children. That's unacceptable. I'm going to say that again. Hispanic and Black kids are more likely to be overweight or obese than white or Asian kids. Get your ass up, walk around the block, walk up and down the street a few times, do something, all right? Instead of just playing video games, like the research says, violent video games, eating Cheetos, doing nothing, watching Netflix. Get up and do something. Children and teens who are overweight or obese are often targeted by bullies and are at much greater risk of lifelong health problems such as diabetes, arthritis, cancer, and heart disease. Not only are you ruining your life, folks are looking at your fat ass and laughing and targeting you. Hey, I say that in jest, okay? Because I know how kids can be, because I was bullied and I also bullied others. Really didn't get on folks because of their weight. That wasn't my thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I like shit. I like big-boned women. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't, shit, no such thing as fat as far as I was concerned, But target of bullies, unfortunately, they also struggle with body image issues and develop eating disorders. Hey man, instead of bullying, you see somebody big, you see that they're obese, overweight, grab them by the arm. Instead of bullying and making fun of them, you want to impress your colleagues, you're trying to impress the popular cheerleader. Take that person as a case study and get them to lose 100 pounds. Folks will love you for that. Stop bullying the vulnerable, all right? Stop doing that. Surveys show parents may not recognize when their kids are overweight. Pardon? They tend to underestimate their child's size and the risk associated with being overweight. Wait a minute. Are you trying to tell me you can't tell if your kid is fat? The Darth Vader imitation after climbing a flight of stairs wasn't an indicator? All right? The extra large pizza and tub of ice cream mysteriously disappearing? That wasn't clues? Huh? That wasn't clues? Look at what you eating. And then you up there wondering why your child is overweight, or you can't see how your child is overweight? Get the hell out of here. And finally, academic problems. Getting bullied, obese, now we got academic problems, but it's low. About 5% of high school students drop out of high school each year in the United States. Here are some facts. A high school dropout is likely to earn significantly less over their lifetime when compared to a high school graduate, which can have a significant impact on a young person's future. You dropping out of high school, you're messing with the bag, the cheddar, the dinero, all right? High school diploma is the minimum. Listen. I know they're trying to rewrite history, trying to whitewash history, okay? And a lot of what is taught in school is absolutely useless when you get out here in the real world, but it's a foundation, okay? It's a foundation upon which you can build and add other layers and blocks. Get your freaking high school diploma, GED, high school equivalency, whatever HiSET, whatever it's called, do that. at least, and then move on from there, okay? Are you pressuring, and here's the key. The research also says it's not just troubled teens that are dropping out of school. Some teenagers feel so pressured to get good grades, to go to the best schools by their parents, who expect all their kids to get an Ivy League education. Maybe your child ain't built for college. Not everybody's built for college. Not everybody is cognitively, psychologically, spiritually ready, let alone academically, for college. Maybe their path lies elsewhere, all right? Stop pressuring your dumbass kid to try to get a 4-year diploma, a 4-year degree, okay? Trade school is just as cool, and trade school is just as cool, all right? But understand that there are options other than going into debt, getting a 4-year degree, all right? All I got, 10 social issues and problems facing today's teens. Look into it. What you gonna do about it? Huh? When it comes knocking at your door, what you gonna do about it? Hydrating the soul, peace and love. Until next time, y'all. Hey, notice I didn't say anything about voting and results. I don't even get down with the news because that's how I hydrate my soul. The people have spoken. Whatever the results are, that's what it is. Let's move on. Cool. Peace and love, y'all. Till next time.